Get ready to draw in all the wealth and abundance you have ever dreamed of with this hidden key. It sounds hard to believe? Well, not anymore, because I am going to give you a secret code, some sort of formula to thrive in what you are doing and live your dream life. I know it has to start with working hard, but sometimes it might not be enough. Not only me, but I am sure most of you have seen people toil endlessly, yet stay stuck, only to get wired with their thoughts. Some of you might find it relatable to your own life, but don't worry anymore. In this video, I am going to give you a secret code that changes your thoughts, changes your whole story, and sets you on the path of righteousness, allowing unlimited wealth and prosperity to come your way. So what is that secret code? I don't know how many of you have heard it, but it all begins with Psalm 113. But before we begin, I want to wish you a wonderful day. If you don't want to miss out on any eye-opening content, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and like this video to boost it for those who are in need of this life-changing advice. With that being said, let's dive into the psalm and why this specific psalm is about to unveil a power that can draw in wealth, success, and prosperity to levels beyond your imagination. I know many people often talk about this, but I want to focus on the most prominent figure of metaphysics, Jesus of Nazareth. He said, "You will know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles?" It implies that a situation where a person speaks of abundance must create abundance in their lives. The truth is that manifestation begins with vibration. When you change your vibe, you will be able to change your manifestation. And the very best way to shift your mindset is by reprogramming our minds. As you have noticed, the majority of our thoughts are uncontrolled and come into our minds unconsciously. What this implies is that you are not fated to do something, but you are controlled. You are programmed by your unaware thoughts. It has been proven through studies that through affirmations and controlling your everyday actions, you can dictate about 95 to 98% of your thoughts. If you can do this, you will undoubtedly dictate the course of your life. The main thing you should be focused on is aligning your frequency with the frequency of abundance. How do I do it then? It begins with adopting the language of affluence. You should be able to embrace the mindset of prosperity and shift your way of thinking to be more abundant. You start thinking in terms of abundance. You begin to feel the way an abundant person does. But lacking this internal programming of your mind, no matter how effectively you try to mimic the actions of an abundant person, it will surely go in vain. As I told you earlier, you have little control over your thoughts. But let me tell you this, even if in that small portion you can control, you can begin by consciously affirming, "I am abundant. I will achieve this." And do nothing about the rest of 95 to 98%, which will be filled with other aspects of your life. By constantly affirming this, you will trigger the subconscious mind, and it will get overpowered. As a result, your belief system and paradigm will change. The Psalms hold tremendous power, and in ancient times people used to reprogram themselves with the Psalms. Within the Bible, the Psalms served as a tool for personal transformation, with many of them being credited to King David. Now, let's dive a bit into King David's journey. His journey was an incredible story of starting from the bottom with humble beginnings. Initially, he was a shepherd, was the smallest of his brothers, and faced trust issues with his father. During that era, a shepherd had no social status, no voting rights, or any sort of social privilege. However, he transitioned from what can be called the lowest class at that time to eventually becoming the king of all Israel. He was the most beloved and faithful king for the people of Israel. Now, you might be wondering, why this story? It's because this historical figure held incredible manifestation abilities, transforming his life from a mere shepherd with no social status to a prosperous, wealthy individual, eventually becoming the king of the country. This person from ancient times wrote a series of psalms, a series of words with such a powerful vibrational force, capable of transforming any belief system that might be keeping you in poverty. I am telling you this so you understand that the Psalms are not a religious matter, but rather a way of reprogramming yourself mentally. Unfortunately, many people fail to recognize this power, as they tend to read it without understanding its essence. People who have been believing in Psalms have been saying it for years, making it stick in the back of their heads. So if you tap into this powerful thought, you can pull good things like success or money your way. The Psalm 113 to be specific, is often overlooked because it holds immense power, and this has not been realized by many. I want to recite this psalm with you. So prepare yourself. Get comfortable, close your eyes, and calm your mind. Take a few deep breaths and listen to this psalm I'm about to recite. It goes on like this. Praise, O servants of Jehovah. Praise the name of Jehovah. Blessed be the name of Jehovah from now and forever. From the rising of the sun to its setting may the name of Jehovah be praised. Jehovah is high above all nations. His glory is above the heavens. Who is like Jehovah our God, who sits on high, but humbles himself to look at the heavens and the earth? He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the needy from the ash heap to seat them with the princes of his people. He makes the barren woman dwell in her home as a joyful mother of children. Hallelujah! This psalm is referred to as God raises the poor, and it centers on Jehovah. Jehovah here means I am. So why is this so powerful then? That's because it emphasizes the strength of I am, and shapes a mental picture that I am is the real creative force within you. This psalm, known as God raises the poor, actually means I am the one elevating you from scarcity. The key here is to no longer see yourself as a poor individual, but as a person filled with riches, success, and abundance. The power of God is with I am, and that I am is within you. It is your power. So, instead of telling yourself what you have been saying, start affirming what you are here to do and what you want to achieve. You have to begin to identify yourself as a person of wealth and reshape your thoughts, emotions, and actions to become just that, wealthy. You have to reprogram your internal self and have the belief that I am prosperous, I am accomplished, I am abundant, I am a millionaire. These internal affirmations will gradually begin to manifest externally. The very essence of this method lies in your beliefs. So, start by shifting your belief in scarcity to abundance and prosperity. For those of you who are still confused, don't hesitate to rewind the video and take note of everything I have said. This psalm is very powerful, and it just might be enough for you to become a wealthy and abundant individual. Thank you for watching till the end, and if you genuinely want a change in your life, don't set dates. Your change starts today. One more thing. You're unique, special, and important. Have a spectacular day. I will see you in the next video.